So back at Doc's apartment, Doc, he put it down now with the chick from the club. But like I told y'all last week, I knew something was up with this chick. I didn't know if she was gonna be serving some papers, or she was gonna be coming back because he killed her sister, which I assumed was her sister, but I was wrong. But I knew she was up to something. So at the end of the day, old girl tried to rob Doc, and he brought two of the dudes that are a part of Madam's little street crew. Now y'all pay attention to this guy right here. He is on Instagram at I am Mo Shines. He has been in Ruthless. He has been on BMG, BMF. He's some of everywhere. I am Mo Shines. Follow him. He is some of everywhere, and he actually has a book. So you guys need to definitely check him out. But anyway, Doc pulled up with his gun. He was like, "Oh no, y'all not gonna rob me." So the same way they walked in, they backed right on back up out of there. And unfortunately, Doc is going through it. I told y'all last week that he saw his girl, Tina, that he killed. He saw her. He's been seeing her everywhere, and it spooked him almost to the point where he was having a panic attack. But he's trying to figure out, how do I get over this? So then Madam is off the chain, y'all. Madam is ruthless, period. I'm going to say Madam is ruthless and put a period at the end of that sentence, because Sis got Roman in the swimming pool, and she's swimming in the swimming pool, passing right on by him like it ain't nothing. Madam is ruthless. She need to go to the Rockadoosh compound. So anyway, anyway, Tommy gives Madam her robe. She puts her robe on, gets out of the pool, and they pull Roman up out of the pool. Now Roman is like, "I can get you your money, Madam. I can get you your money." Now Madam was like, "Why you didn't just give me my money in the first place?" You know, he was talking all that. Well, your sister this and that. However, nah. The money, the loan didn't come from my sister. The loan came from me, and you owe me my money. So now, not only do you owe me $50,000, but you owe me $500,000. So Madam has amped that price all the way up, and Roman is like, "I can't get $500,000. I can get the 50, but I can't get $500,000." So Madam is like, "I don't care. That's not my problem." So before Madam walks away, she tells Tommy, "Put him back in the pool. Leave him in there for about 4 minutes. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens." So if old boy drowned after 4 minutes, I hate it for him. But then he started coughing, and she was like, "You coughing? You got COVID?" You know, trying to throw that little joke in there. Like I told y'all, this writing this season is definitely Tyler Perry. I can see it, because there's some humor in it, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I like, what Christian Keys did was absolutely amazing. He gave us this, but Mr. Perry had to give us his little take on it with the comedic side. So I could be wrong, but I got a feeling that that's Tyler Perry. Okay, so then we have Fuego. Fuego is the ultimate friend. If you need somebody to talk to, you can definitely count on Fuego. But Fuego is there at Amp's apartment, and he's basically trying to help him with classes. Now on this class they were talking about cryptocurrencies, and but Amp was just so out of it, and he couldn't, for a long minute, he couldn't really focus on what Fuego was trying to tell him. He was just like, "Man, just tell me what's going on. Like, are you okay?" And Fuego was, he just like, "Look, you can just talk to me. I don't have to, I don't have to say anything, and I won't say anything." So anyway, Amp ends up telling Fuego, "Look, I quit the club. I won't be going back to the club." And, it's left right there. That conversation is literally left right there. He's not going to say anything. Fuego is that type of person. He doesn't repeat anything. And that's what I like about Fuego. So anyway, Doc makes his way back over to, or not back over to, but he makes his way over to Midnight's apartment. Midnight is standing there with a towel wrapped around his waist in the middle of the day. And Doc is like, why you got a towel on in the middle of the day? So he's like, I got an appointment. So then Doc proceeds to let her know, hey, look, I've been seeing old girl Tina. I've been seeing her everywhere. I've been seeing her at the club. I've been seeing her at my place, in the bathroom. And how do you get over it? Well, Doc proceeds to let her know, look, man, I saw my first kill for almost 8 or 9 months. You just gotta tell them to go away. You just gotta tell them to go away, and they'll leave. But right now, we're gonna see if that, actually works for Doc. I don't know. He's definitely tormented by what is going on. So then we finally get to meet. We see old girl from the club, the fluffer, the money pickup lady, but we finally see her, and she brings her Chinaman to the house. Now, everybody keeps telling her, stop calling him stop calling him a Chinaman, and she's like, he don't mind, and he called me his nigga bitch. We fucking, excuse my language, y'all, but that's exactly what she said. And so, because everybody's like, that's offensive, but once she broke it down like that, it's like, oh, okay, we get it. So he asked this herbalist, he asked Midnight, let me see what you're working with. And he shows him, and it looks all jacked up. So he was like, well, you're gonna have to lay down. And so Midnight lays down, but he's like, no, you gotta lay down on your stomach. You're like, wait a minute, what you talking about, lay down on my stomach? So anyway, whatever he does, it's basically gonna have to go through the prostate, point A to get to point Z, okay? Hopefully what he got going on will help Midnight and his problem. We will see. So then poor Rayshawn, my guy. Oh my God, I feel so bad for him. But thankfully he had the common sense to leave his phone in his pocket in that torture chamber with Miss Tandy and her nasty husband Jack. Now, he says, thankfully to these new devices, boy, he says, Alexa, Siri, whoever, call Madam. And so the phone dials Madam. And Madam's like, who is this? I don't know who this is. So she finally lets her know, hey, it's for Sean. Please, I need your help. I need you to come and get me. They're hurt. It got weird. They tortured me, so on and so forth. And so, as requested, Madam tells Tommy, go get Rayshawn. Now Tommy is like, I'm not going to get him, but Tommy gonna do whatever Madam says regardless. So she also lets him know, hey, I want to go to that hospital to talk to old boy, little dude from the junkyard. So they proceed to leave, go do what they, get dressed, whatever, do what they gotta do. Amp pulls up at the club. Amp is pissed off at everybody. Look, all I'm here, Blue, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be your friend. I just want my money. Well, Blue is like stalling because she feels like he needs to talk to Madam. Amp is not with it. Amp is just like, give me my money. But, they go back and forth a little bit. And she's like, just sit here and wait. I got to call Madam and see what she says. So she does that. Madam says, go ahead and give him his money. But she's like, nah, you need to come and talk to your nephew, because that's your nephew. So now Amp, he sits down. He don't want to talk to Madam. He don't want to talk to anybody in the club. Oh, and can I say, shout out to Amp for getting his hit back after Tommy hit him. Now they talking all this kind of trash, but Tommy ended up hitting Amp. And when Amp walked out that room, he was able to get his hit back. So kudos to you, Amp, for getting your hit back off Tommy, because Tommy had no reason to hit you at all. So anyway, you guys, Madam makes her way to the hospital. When I tell y'all this lady is ruthless, it's an understatement. Madam She goes, talk to the dude at the hospital, tell him, look, you lied to me. You told me it was my nephew that stole from me. And at the end of the day, we found out it wasn't. So now you gotta go. He was saying, well, I'm just telling you what Bill told me, and I finally got the name of the halfway house guy. His name was Bill, y'all. But she was saying, I'm just telling you what Bill. He was saying, I'm just telling you what Bill said, and Madam was like, nah, you should have had your facts straight before you accuse my nephew, because now you done put me in a tough predicament. And with that being said, y'all got to check out this clip. Madam is ruthless. Watch all the way until the end. And drop y'all comments below as to how ruthless y'all think Madam is, okay? Alright, you guys. Well, that's about it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to All Things Ruthless, home of the Ruthless Addicts. Yes, I know this is a ruthless channel. However, we're going to talk about other shows, okay? Make sure y'all check this. Make sure y'all share this video. And I'm coming back with episode 10 shortly. But in the meantime, make sure you guys check out my recap on Tails Fight the Power, okay? All right, you guys. Well, that's about it. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys stay ruthless.
Ow! Wait, hold on. What are you doing? Wait, no, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Wait, let's talk about this! Ah!
You gotta push yourself.